On day 2, we did physical fitness training, hand-to-hand combat training, mostly based on Krav Maga, and then we did formations. The hand-to-hand, all useful. PT gave you a very good complex of not only physical agility but sheer strength, and gave you the idea of where areas you needed to work in, whether it was cardio or a certain muscle group. Or if you had an old injury, something that you could do that highlighted that area that you needed to work on. Hand-to-hand was very intensive. It was about 4 to 5 hours worth of hand-to-hand combat, which personally for a beginning course was a little much, but it's also nothing that we didn't cover was overly useful. Everything was an aspect in which we could see on a daily basis. Formations we did, and arrivals and departures. A little bit of walking formations at the end of the day, which we worked on one man for a short time, and then diamonds, which are multiple man, and then arrivals and departures with 2 vehicles and multiple agents. On day 3, we did a actual detail with a client and their family. We took them not only to a restaurant and to a venue for them to enjoy their afternoon, but we also made a stop in mid-travel to pick up their grandparent. From there, the driving is something that you just need to work on, but it's only been able to do on a live. You have to be on the road and do it live. It's something you work on as a team. In between there, working with a family, multiple kids, gave different dynamics of having people rotate and roll around, being able to have your circles of security, both inner on the immediate principal as well as all the children and outer principals. The restaurant was very closed in, so it wasn't very many people, but the actual last venue was a very dynamic situation. The drive home was very easy. Clients were very dynamic with how they got into the vehicle. Sometimes 3 in one vehicle, 2 in another, 1 in one vehicle, 5 in another, just depending on how they felt. We had to change lead and primary vehicles on one occasion just because that's where they decided to sit.